Welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah, J Pressure. I'm dripping with that swagger juice. Absorb high speed information. J Lagger proof. Come through, upgrade your flow. Call it hot fire. Y'all dead spark J like a live wire. Life that lava, life that dire. Take the walk up to your face and black eye ya. Always working with what I got. Call me Buck MacGyver, get your hard bottoms ready. J gone black tire. Always under the hood like black tires. Bitches choking hard off the chicken and neck backfire. Keep your white girl J got that black Maya. Blowers old school. Now we got dope for hire. Now that my hopes is higher. You wanna open fire? Treat drama like TV biz and I'm open fire. You a joke and an open liar. Looking at my lyrics is the only time you open fire. 9 got its own mind. Call it Jarvis. Rubber grip grilled together. We call it college. You believe in UFOs. We believe in Godship. Space got a limit, but heaven go beyond objects. Every race got a limit. We are beyond stretch. Use your mind, body, and soul. Without your conscience, that's nonsense. Pressure Superman to these non-kids. Kryptonite bullets not enough for this content. On the mic, I put you down or I injure man. I scout niggas, taught the art of the track. I'm an Indian. I'm barred up since Apple Jackson, Snapple Fact, the Appleback, E verse Adam, but I ain't having that. Rapping, having tact, and having stillmatic raps. My kickback, legendary flow mixed with battle rap. My mic is fused with a bomb and a battle axe. I'm He-Man in his loincloth for this battle strap. His jack back, racking the pack, cracking the back, stacking his raps, laughing at cats that's lacking the fact. Pressure is the realest, ain't no laughing at that. Fuck blasting the gat, nigga just pass me the back. The chrome with your mind in the future, passing it back. I'm all in the rapper's lung like an asthma attack. Rappers ain't me, dog. I done mastered these tracks. I bullied the beat, them Billy with heat. Mama gave me love, couldn't really give me the streets. Life lessons was learned, wasn't given to me. Many blessings was taken, Satan waiting for me. I've been through hating and waiting for hating, brain racing and racing, relating to Satan, waiting for resignation so I can start, rip you apart, flow in the dark, kill you like vampires, flow go straight to your heart. We've been the rise of the seat, fighting to eat. Wifey's on creeps, locked out, dying to sleep. Lucky niggas might die in they sleep. Let the hot pipe iron the teeth. I've been through paper chases and chasing paper, watching my brother fight for his life. Hooked to a respirator, underestimate his life. You halfway took. Round my hood, ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Life, yeah, you halfway took. Round my way, ain't no such things as halfway crooks, nigga.
Welcome back, welcome back. Woo, it's fucking raining out here. You already know what it is. You starting on these niggas. Yeah. No, let me stop. Let me stop. Anyway, run to the store. I thought I was about to, do my usual. Run to the store real quick, get a little something. But, we got a couple minutes. Well, I just wasted 2 on that little video. But I realize now a lot of my raps are, have to do with life. And since I write about what I see and what I learn, I learn about other people's lives. I learn about shit, so I rap about things like that. And, it all mixes together eventually. So what I'm realizing is, I've been writing a lot about, I guess, the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talks about the future. Everybody thinks about the future, or at least you should. And for me, seeing that, what makes the Bible so special is that it talks about the future. That's how I know most people don't even have a true belief of the Bible, because you don't even know what the fuck makes it special. You think just the stupid ass stories make it special. Jesus Christ and the Lord of the Latter-day Saints. No, dumb ass. What makes the Bible so special and why so many people believe and hold shit down is because it said, this gonna happen. And that's it. Because no one can do that. See, that counteracts that whole stupid shit when you hear, men wrote it, a man wrote it. Men can't predict the future. And if they did, why would these men go through all of these things? You know what I mean? Just take shit over. You already can see everything. Why the fuck would you let other people know it? Anyway, let's get on the point. Today's subject is getting back on that Aaliyah shit, but it ain't really about her. I realize now that I'm just talking about positions. See, Aaliyah was one of the first artists, not the first, because you can go back to the 40s and niggas are doing it. I'm talking about my generation. That I guess they got to, and maybe didn't know everything what was going on, because I'm starting to realize how to use these people for their energy. They build you up into this big sound horns, they build you up into this big thing, and they get everybody hooked to it. But that big thing is connected to some deities and some weirdo shit. That's why all their music videos is like that. Weirdo shit. Like, I was thinking to myself, one of her last videos was Rock the Boat. And damn, I forgot what I was even going to the store for. Did I even bring my money with me? I guess not. Well, fuck it. And then, you know, my biblical mind jumped on. And I said, rock the boat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I forgot my father, Noah, rock the boat. And then playing that other video and having all these other women copy the same similar thing. I said, yo, I'm reaching. But I said, yo, what if they really are so smart? Because the Most High always says his special children, he'll fuck you up if you disrespect him in front of everybody. You gonna get it. You going in the floor. You only can get away with it for so long. They can do it. That's their job. But you, oh, we gonna get you. So I realized the same thing like the Bible said when I played that wizard dude that wanted to destroy Israel when we was on our strongest. He couldn't do shit to him. And his plan was, we got to make these niggas go against their laws. Once they go against their laws and go against their God gonna let us fuck them up. Or their Lord will fuck them up, damn, directly. You know what I'm saying? So I said, oh, I get it. I said, they got us. What do all the rappers and the singers do? They make us influence ourselves to do everything the Lord said not to do. Dressed away, all these songs that we be singing, we don't even realize what we're really singing. Because when you write a song, what you meant to it, that's what the fuck it means. It don't matter what you think it meant. If I write a song and that shit is to Satan, nigga, and you don't know because you're an idiot and you don't know he has many names and you're running around singing it, well, you're praising Satan with me, dumb fucks. That's how this shit works. You niggas don't get it, but I get it. So, as I realized this archetype, right? I noticed, like, cause the guy, he's doing a thing video and he's talking about her one eye symbolism that she always did. She was the queen of that shit, right? And then he started talking about how, like, Jay-Z was supposedly getting with her and Dame Dash wanted her and he got her and all of that and everything else, right? And I said in the video, I said, yo, imagine Dame Dash and Aaliyah were together. That would have been a superpower couple. Imagine if Jay-Z, Mr. One Fucking Eye, and Mrs. the King and the Queen. The two most known people. And what's Jay say when he got B? They got the hottest bitch in the game wearing my chain. She wasn't the hottest. Aaliyah was. And he tried to get with her. Because that would have been the hottest two. That would have been the two top motherfuckers right there. And then she went bye-bye. And somebody did become the new queen. And now we're finding out all her little styles, the way she dressed, the way she... all that was old Aaliyah shit. Not all of it. You know, B got her own style. I ain't... Beyonce, please don't think I'm hating on you, because, like I say, these people just... If someone said, yo, you want to be the next big thing, they made this archetype look so good that if you don't act like that or you don't dress like you're not going to be like, nobody gives a fuck about your look. I would in my mind be like, oh, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Alright, let me copy these niggas. Why the fuck do you think we're saturated with clones now in the music industry? Everything's a fucking clone to the song, to the way they look. Just like Star Wars. Attack of the Clone Wars.
But Aaliyah had always looked out for them. When she was assigned executive producer for the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, she handpicked Destiny's Child's unreleased joint called Perfect Man to be on the album. And when Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, kicked two of the members out, it was Aaliyah, and Aaliyah alone, who reached out to LaToya to offer sympathy.
When I went through my situation, she was the only artist that called and asked me how I was doing and to check up on me and to make sure everything was okay. And, like, everybody was, trying to be, well, we don't know what's going on. And she was the only artist that called me. It was like, I just want to call and see how you're doing. And that was so nice of her and so sweet of her. And I will never forget that girl. Ever. She was not only was she absolutely gorgeous on the outside, she was even more beautiful on the inside. She was smart. She had swag like nobody else. She was just awesome.
Later, Beyonce would interview Aaliyah on the red carpet at the MTV Movie Awards. Also, Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle and owner of her label, said that Beyonce would help co-write.
Now, I grew up back then, so I kind of remember. Go back and think about Aaliyah when she got on. She was fucking a little ass girl, and she was like really TV ready. She's on fucking shows and regular shit, like trying to hide that she's sleeping with an older man. Duh. So she understands manipulation and all of these, she's not a little fucking kid in her mind, but she is. Now think about when Beyonce came out, like she was like very, you didn't think she was gonna be what she is now, talking all of, like I didn't think, to me Beyonce was a pop star. She was not no sexy, seductive, hip hop singing chick. She was a fucking pop star, bro. Like she was, woman, but she, just go look back.
On Aaliyah's music.
To Beyonce's credit, Beyonce actually came in the studio and helped Aaliyah.
Skip.
To be his queen, and would set the wheels in motion to have her.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Existence. The other vampire would then become the new queen of the damned. And so the theory goes as follows. In the year 2000, Aaliyah and her friends had spent much time with Rockefeller Records founders Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Now, both of the men had been feeling Aaliyah, but according to Dame, he got to her first and won her over, which upset Jay-Z. Many people believe that because Aaliyah refused to be Jay-Z's leading lady, that he would instead choose Beyonce to be his queen, and would set the wheels in motion to have her take over Aaliyah's lane. Beyonce's first commercial appearance associated with Jay-Z was in his music video.
Did she take that lane? She's known as Queen Bee. And everyone used to call Aaliyah the queen of this shit for her era. She dies, everybody starts calling her the R&B princess. She got reduced to the prince of all sayings. The fuck out of here with that, bro. You don't die and get lesser rank.
H to the Izzo, which premiered during Aaliyah's last interview, just days before her death.
The countdown debut of Jay-Z's new video, H to the Izzo, H to the Izzo, number 8.
The song will be featured on his new album, The Blueprint, which was released on September 11th, 2000.
Now think about that name. What's a blueprint? A fucking plan, right? How much is everything planned? We're all starting to find out majority of everything in entertainment has been planned. So does that mean their entire careers are planned and the way we're supposed to look at these people are planned and the who's gonna be number one automatically? What did the Joker say? Nobody goes crazy. I can say anything because it's according to the plan.
2001. The theory suggests that Jay-Z used his close connection with Hype Williams to set up flying Aaliyah out to a foreign area away from any immediate family that would have interfered with her getting on board an overloaded aircraft to come back, and that Beyonce was well aware of everything as this was a part of Jay-Z's blueprint.
Her age is just scary because that could have been any one of us, and she was an angel, and I know that now she's with God.
Destiny's Child will perform a tribute to Aaliyah 3 days later at the Lady of Soul Awards.
Oh, I'm just accepting this for Aaliyah because pretty soon in her life, she would have gotten this Lena Horne Award. I know this. I just know it. So here's for Aaliyah.
Aaliyah was so hot, she would have eventually kept growing, did more songs with other people. Everybody, all the famous dudes were all wanted to be with her. She's fucking single. She's rich. None of you chicks would have been able to get in the game. There wouldn't have been a lot of this shit. Why? Because as she was getting older, she stopped doing all the fucking sexy dexy shit and started going towards, let me subliminally rock the boats and all. She's, you know what I mean? She was getting off of things and going towards other grown-up things. She was growing. They don't want the fucking thing to change. You stay with a fucking your lane or you fucking get replaced. Allegedly. I don't know.
Aaliyah!
The spicy black bean burger with 9.
By now, Beyonce's debut had been highly anticipated, with her having all the leads in Destiny's Child, though she wouldn't.
The Blueprint, and then Destiny's Child. And then they get together and become one of the greatest things in rap ever, right?
Drop a solo single until after Aaliyah's demise. And when she finally did drop, her lead single off her album was anticipated, with her having all the leads in Destiny's Child, though she wouldn't drop a solo single until after Aaliyah's demise. And when
Oh, I wonder why. Because when you're it, you're it. You don't drop when it is dropping. Why? Because it doesn't matter. Your image, your falseness doesn't do anything. You can use all your money and plaster them everywhere. Everyone's just going to be like, all right, we see what you're doing. It, the one, has to go away. And then you put this person up and say, look, they're everywhere. They're this and they're that. And we're going to give them Grammy Awards. And this is the greatest song ever. It made more money in history. It broke numbers. They're better than the last person. Look at all the numbers it broke. I mean, we control what you fucking see with the numbers. But, you know, none of you actually check on actually knowing who bought anything. We're talking about black people that pirate everything. We ain't buying y'all motherfuckers album. Nigga, my favorite rapper was DMX. When I was so broke back in the day, nigga, as soon as his shit started dropping, nigga, I robbed someone. I found the closest fucking nobody that I could get and said, you're gonna get, and I told her, I was like, yo, my bad, you know I ain't like this, but I need that, dog. I need that, nigga, shit. And you ain't about this life. Give me that shit, my nigga. Here, take this. I ain't really robbing you. Here, you can take this. You get it? That's how fucked up they have us in our minds, bro. That's the power of these fucking people. And when you look back at your own life and you think you're a fucking grown up, or you think you was hot shit, and you start realizing, I was beating my fucking head. I wanted to hear this person so bad I went and committed a crime here. What the fuck is wrong with me? And I'm not a Captain Thuggo. I'm not a gang member. I'm not a fucking nothing. I'm a regular ass dude just living in high school trying to be a good guy. The fuck, yo? This is the shit that I'm talking about. I don't care about these higher ups. I don't care about I don't want to figure out what they do. I lived it. I had to mentally get over these shits. Rewiring my own fucking brain like, yo, stop. No, you're wrong. You know this shit's wrong. You know certain things. Don't stop. Or face the fucking consequences like everybody else. Because the Lord deals with you motherfuckers differently than he deals with everybody else.
she finally did drop, her lead single off her album would win numerous awards and accolades, being crowned by Rolling Stone as the greatest song of the 21st century thus far.
Like I said, when the real motherfuckers around, you don't drop. And then when they not around, you drop. And then everybody just goes, look, we'll put it in the magazine. All these dumb fucks believe what we say in the magazines. They believe anything that's on there. Even though they know it themselves. They hear the song the first time, like, it's alright. But I'm going to make you listen to that shit so much. I'm going to play shit all day, every day, in your fucking tunes, where you don't have any control now. And then within a month, you're going to say, this is the greatest song. This shit is dope, dog. It's catchy. No, your first judgment was right. Your first judgment was right. It's okay. I don't really like it like that. It's alright. But then when that's all you have, it's all you got.
Featured Jay-Z and solidified them as a power couple. Jay-Z would kick Dame Dash and their business dealings to the curb not long after this. Beyonce would become the staple in R&B and urban pop, whereas Aaliyah's image would become a staple in the tribute section.
Now, let me jump on biblical real quick. You're telling me that's not a biblical thing? What the fuck does every Israelite man that fucking gets the rewards and gets up off the ground, what do they always do? What do they for? What King David, how did he get dethroned? Oh, he wanted his man's girl and sent that nigga to the front line to die. What the fuck happened to King Solomon? He got the wisdom of the Lord in him, and what did he do? He fell to women. What the fuck did Samson do? Fucking actual Superman. Goku realness. Beat 1,000 niggas up. Dolo. State to state. And how the fuck does he lose? To a woman. It's always the two kings.
And in death, she was branded the Princess of R&B. Aaliyah's death did affect the men that loved her, with Jay-Z hopping on the remix to her posthumous hit, Miss You. And Timbaland, who admitted to being in love with Aaliyah, would marry a woman because, according to him, she bore a striking similarity to Aaliyah. Similar to how Andre Rison, Left Eye's boyfriend, whose house she burned down, would marry a woman with the same name as hers, Lisa Lopez. These celebrities are very strange. But dang.
That is very strange, because I'm not marrying somebody to remind me of a dead person. Oh, that's kind of like what Will and Jada was going through. I don't know, maybe they love different or something. We're all a little different, you know, so I can't say you're wrong for that. I guess we're all searching for people that, you know, have that similar type of whatever that works for us. So I can't, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know.
Who was grief-stricken over the loss of Aaliyah, would eventually find love again, marrying fashion designer Rachel Roy and having 2 daughters with her. They would divorce in 2009, however. But it's worth noting that years later, rumors swirled that Rachel had an affair with Jay-Z and was the whole reason for the elevator fight between him and Solange.
That's foul. That's foul. So you had to get him back, huh? He got a lid. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't right, dog. I on that nigga. I'm not saying you really did this, but that's what the story sounds like. Y'all both like real New York niggas. And y'all ain't gonna fight over it. Y'all gonna be like, yo, dog, I guarantee I get it and you ain't. That's how real niggas talk. I know that. I'm a real nigga. I've been in that situation. And then she go bye-bye, he get a new wife, and then you get accused of sleeping with his new wife. Like, that sounds like revenge, my nigga. Like, I'm not saying this is true because I don't know, but I always wondered why the fuck did, you know, the kicks, she giving you the mule kicks. I always wondered, I was like, yo, this definitely ain't no, you know what I mean? That ain't no regular shit, oh, he cheated. You're fucking Jay-Z, for crying out loud. I'm sure they know you're gonna slip up, but it's how you slip up that makes people overreact.
And as a matter of fact, when Beyonce dropped her viral hit, Sorry, it was alleged that...
And then it really baffles me because, yo, Beyonce at the time, you know, she really was rare and no one's looking like her. She's the hottest thing in the image of the world of hip-hop and R&B. So, like he said, I got the hottest teen girl wearing my chain and shit. How do you cheat on her? Why would you cheat? She still looks like she's young now and everything. And, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck would make you do that? You know? And I can never come up with an answer. But revenge? Hurt a motherfucker that you really don't like no more because, you know, y'all be... I seen things like that. See, for things that make sense to me in life, I gotta be like, alright, has this ever happened? Have you ever seen people do shit like this? Not saying this is exactly what happened, but you know what I'm saying? That's where I start looking at people funny, like, yo, I don't know if I could trust this nigga now, cause that ain't adding up.
Becky with the good hair was not some white woman with blonde hair, Rather, Dame's ex-wife, Rachel. I mean, the Beehive at one point got it confused thinking it was Rachel Ray, the famous chef, and it went on her social media page putting up bee emojis everywhere. Shit was crazy. But I digress. Here you have another situation where Dame gets the girl that Jay-Z wants for himself, but is with Beyonce instead. And there is a lot more I could say on this, but if we go down the rabbit hole of Beyonce, Jay-Z, Dame, and Aaliyah, we'll be all day, because there is no clear way out. But just know that the theories between these parties are plentiful and they run rampant online. Now, before Beyonce would have her solo success,
this is why I always say, well, you know, a lot of celebrities, they don't defend themselves when it comes to certain things because they're so big that it doesn't matter what they say, people gonna still have their own opinions. But it is important to state certain things to me because then you, like, you know, like the Lord said, prove all things, because then we don't ever have to think about it no more, and then, you know, we don't have to accuse you. And then the best part of all of it, the big thing that you do this for, is because evil people know if you're a good person and people don't know shit about your life, that's the easiest way I can lie about you. All I gotta do is show what I want them to see of you, and therefore we don't know who you are. And then when I paint the picture of your ass, you get it? Like, perfect example, Kendrick and Drake. We all looked at him for whatever. Then he shot out a couple of bars, and now everybody's looking at every post he has ever said, and everything that looks weird like what he said, niggas is calling out like, how didn't we know? Because you didn't give a fuck.
there was another R&B songbird who ruled the charts immediately following Aaliyah's death, and that was Miss Ashanti. Now, she and Aaliyah had both been signed to Jive Records around the mid-1990s. However, Jive put much more promotion into Aaliyah at the time, and gave Ashanti a few pop demos to record. But she wasn't trying to be no pop artist. So after sitting on the shelf for a while, she would part ways with the label. And for the next 6 years, Aaliyah's career would progress, while Ashanti fought to get into the industry and nearly lost her life in a head-on collision. After she recovered, she would become affiliated with Murder Inc. and ended up writing hits and being a ghost singer for Jennifer Lopez. But after...
Did you know that? I didn't know that. But I would kind of figure Jennifer Lopez is actually a fucking dancer, so I wouldn't expect her to sing and write. And most singers don't write their songs anyway. They all admit it. And like Chris Brown said, motherfucker, y'all niggas can write any song y'all want. Who gonna sing it like me? You don't look like me. You ain't got my swag and all of that. And the nigga right. Like, when it comes to singing and entertaining on certain levels, like, there only could be a certain amount of ugly face singers. You know, like Seal, how he was killing shit. You know, like other men, there's other men that they ain't really, but they got the voice and they know how to, they know how to, that's what they are. So they know how to do it so they can get away with it. But there are many men that have no swag. They don't look like it in their face, but we're all up here. See, the thinkers of the world are the ones that always got to go behind the picture, because they don't look or act the way you want. So, but in all reality, those are the men that have all the love. Those are the men that have all that creativity. Those are the men that create all these things. You think these fucking people do. They're just the face of this shit. It's like the Wizard of Oz, nigga. They're the big head, and the regular motherfuckers are behind them. Regular ass people, and you know, that's how the shit gets sold. Because you people... You love your image. You love the falseness. You need it to be beautiful. You need to fit your imaginations and shit. Can't be real.
After Aaliyah's tragic demise, Ashanti would be enlisted to become the next big thing out of the R&B world, releasing 3 singles, What's Love, Always on Time, and Foolish, which gave her a Guinness World Record for having...
I wonder if those was Aaliyah's songs, allegedly. And isn't it funny how she blew up, Murder Inc. blew up, Jay-Z blew up, all these big empires